Well, the Kansas City Chiefs, it's like they like playing football. They like winning Super Bowls, and they like when people talk about them outside of football, like, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and Patrick Mahomes and his wife might be a little bit out there and all that kind of stuff. But now it's the place kicker. The place kicker. No one has ever talked about a place kicker making waves like this guy. So we've got Harrison Butker. Boy, do women hate this guy right now. But you know what's interesting? Well, let's play the clip because I think just in case you don't exactly know what he said. So he's at this graduation, right? And he starts spewing a bunch of crap. He doesn't like gay people. What was the other thing? COVID, the shot and all that kind of stuff. All right. You're a kicker. Shut your mouth, go in, kick the field goal, shut your mouth and leave the field.
It's supposed to be inspirational, right? At a graduation?
I think you're supposed to be somewhat inspirational.
And not talk about yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. So the basic story here is that he is saying that women cannot have it all. He's saying that women have been told a lie over all these years that you can do it all. And he says, listen, you kind of saying you need to be a homemaker. I like that we have two women right here because I'm going to let you guys just go. I mean, it's like this is raw meat I'm throwing you guys, Becky Lynn and Kristen. But here's the thing. There are some people that are backing what he says. There are some people that like what he said. Here's one. His jersey, it has spiked right this second. His jersey, a kicker that nobody knew yesterday, is selling more jerseys than Patrick Mahomes, one of the greatest football players of all time, even though he's only been in the league a few years. So, what is the deal?
He got a standing ovation at the speech.
So, is it misogynistic for a man to want his wife to be a homemaker?
I don't think it's misogynistic. I think that there's a undercurrent in this country that wants to revert back to,
yesteryear.
The 50s?
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to revert back to the 50s? Women don't want to revert
I'm
back
telling
to the
you,
50s.
look at TikTok, look at Instagram. We were talking about this earlier. There's this whole faction of women that have embraced this kind of stay-at-home mom thing, stay-at-home girlfriend thing. So there are women out there that this is their gig. It's not for me.
Yeah.
But it's a thing.
But keep in mind with the TikTok things too that a lot of that is, I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend, and I'm going out every day and getting facials and manicures, and I can bring in the masseuse.
Yes,
and so that's not.
We don't know what percentage of people are doing that.
That's not real life for
but
most
here's
people.
the thing,
I don't think
though.
it is either.
So if everyone's so outraged, why are they giving him a standing ovation? Why are they buying his freaking jersey?
I think some people like it.
I think they do too.
Yeah,
I think some
there are
people
some
like it.
people that do.
I think it's strange to opine about your own life and the wife that you met at band camp. Or what?
Yeah.
Let's play the clip. Let's play the clip.
Your college graduation? What?
Because everybody's got an opinion on this. So Harrison Butker is the Kansas City Chiefs kicker. He's a very good player. Won another Super Bowl.
Better be.
Yeah, he is. There are people who want him kicked off the team, by the way, as well. So he's at a graduation event, and he says this.
I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
What?
It's a lot there. It's a lot there.
This sounds like a Hall of Fame induction speech.
Right?
Okay.
I mean, if I paid 4 years for my daughter to go to college and this is what she's hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting there thinking about if I were a graduate, and that's what it's like. You just wasted 4 years of your life. Let me tell you. I know. I'm not a woman, but I know.
But the man's going to tell me.
Right. That's The
man's going to tell me.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. You're thinking about it wrong. You're just completely.
You've
wrong.
been lied to.
You've been lied to.
Okay.
And you wasted your time.
Can women have it all? Everyone out there is saying yes, but can women have it all?
You can, not all at once.
And that's what a lot
Yes.
of people have said. Just maybe not all at the same time.
Right. Because, if you, okay, so, all right, so Kristen, you worked on Wall Street, a ton of men there, but before you worked there, were you most excited about getting married and having kids, or a career first?
Well, I lived in New York City during the boom, right? So that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I wanted was that job. And then eventually, so everything happens later in New York because it costs so much to live there, to go through graduate school, to get that job on Wall Street. So you really aren't focused on the kids and the husband and all of that. I wanted to secure the position and then get all that later.
Right.
That's what I did.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I think a lot of people, I know when I had kids, it was like I was already very happy doing what I did, and I was madly in love with my husband, and the kids just added to it. It was great. And I will be the first to admit, I'm very lucky in that I was able to do all of that, and it all worked out. My kids are fantastic, and I'm still married, and I still have a job that I love. So everybody doesn't get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm happy, but I'm also privileged. I'll use that word because it happened because I had all kinds of support, all kinds of it.
Well, it does take a village. I will tell you that. You have to have that. But the thing that's interesting is the NFL was very quick to come out with a statement. This is not us. We're very inclusive. We don't talk about this. Blah, 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 blah. Not our dude, whatever.
Right.
And remember Ray Rice, who punched his fiance
Oh, the
in an
NFL's
elevator?
fine.
Oh, that's
NFL's
right, yeah.
They're fine with men beating women. It's happened over and over and over again. And it's been on video, and it's awful. And they get a slap on the wrist.
But this kid comes out, and yes, it's his person. I mean, there are a lot of worse things he could have said than my wife's a homemaker and I love her.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the grand scheme of all of these, diarrhea of the mouth situations that we have, foot and mouth disease, this is not the worst. But the NFL was real quick to come out and say, not our dude.
Is the word that we're hung up on homemaker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's basically telling women, listen, you need to get me a sandwich. And then you need to make sure I'm fed 3 squares.
Meal on the table when I get home.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Apron.
Barefoot and pregnant.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering, did he mean to go down that road?
Yes, literally. I think he literally
Yeah,
did.
I think he did. Yeah.
So, and see, I asked that question because this is a speech that he prepared. This was not something off the cuff. What he said, he meant because he wrote it beforehand. This isn't where you go on and you just rip. He didn't do that. He had a specific message that he wanted to get across. He wanted to tell women they were being lied to. You're being lied to if you think you can do it all.
You know who's kind of defending him? Not defending him per se, but that we should just back off and leave it be is Whoopi Goldberg, of all people.
Oh, Lord.
Well, what did she say?
So she said he has a right to think what he wants to think.
That's true.
Duh, of course.
And I have a right not to think that I believe any of that, as do the rest of us. So just...
That's such an easy thing to say if you're Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, I mean,
he can say
she's-
whatever he wants. Of course he can say whatever he
Yes,
wants. Doesn't
but-
mean I have to like it.
No, but the view is very big many times on coming down on something that somebody said.
Yeah.
I mean, they can take them on. And this time she said he can believe it if he wants to.
Yeah.
And he got a right to say it, and I have a right not to pay a bit of attention to him
All right.
and not believe it. So
All right, so we'll continue looking at the Harrison Butker situation. Maybe he'll come out with another doozy of a quote. And
he
we'll
has
see.
an unfortunate name for this.
Isn't it great?
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.